been in Wales for the week, in Fishguard with the family, and I've had some great little wanders, mini expeditions if you like. I'm going to share some of those vignettes with you. Fantastic visits to some burial chambers above Fishguard Harbour, which are incredible, 6,000 years old, they're amazing. And one was a walk I did up there the other night just to get some cream before dinner, and I ended up ascending that great dense wooded ridge and getting caught in what I think is one of the most extraordinary kind of walking sort of situations I found myself in. Just a little stroll, early evening, stroll before dinner beside this river here, leading away from Fishguard Lower Town. It's a really beautiful, fast-flowing river, close to its confluence with the sea. I'll be honest, I didn't really plan to make a video for this walk, because I was just going for a stroll before dinner. I just popped down to get some clotted cream. I thought, oh, I'll just walk along that river and then cut back. I had no idea, because that's why at the beginning there's none of these sort of pieces to camera. Well, the path down there was so unbelievably muddy, it was crazy. And we've really got to walk my walking boots rather than my trainers. Now the path has kind of come to this sort of elevated ridge here, and there's the river, quite a long way down below. It's a really beautiful evening. What time is it? It's, in focus, 6:33. I left home at about, I don't know, 10 past 6 I think, maybe. So a tree has fallen right across the path. I don't really want to turn around and go back, so should we give it a go? I don't think I'm going to be able to get through. On the other hand, well, it was difficult, but not impossible. And there's a rope swing. It's great. So you walk up quite a steep path there. You could slip down, that would be uncomfortable. And now look, you're quite high up. See the river down there. And you follow this little ridge up here. If you do this walk, make sure you take... You gotta wear boots, man. This is a lovely view of that field, though. Quite high up now, though. So this is an interesting situation. I've climbed it quite high, but I can't, for the life of me, find the path. So I think what I've got to do is follow the water. This is quite funny. It turned into a little adventure. Just went out to get some cream. So this is a lovely little stream, look, just running down off the high ground, making its way down to that river. Really beautiful. I've got to go across there. The question is this a footpath or a stream? So I'm here just above that, whatever that says, Ogham. I'm in that Alt Trubova. That's roughly where I am, in that woodland. It's really beautiful. So I keep finding what I think are little bits of footpath. Oh, there's the footpath down there. So I kind of bushwhack through brambles and stuff. Get to the, oh, this is a path. And then 10 yards later it's completely overgrown, trees across everything. And scrambling around, I found myself down the bottom again somehow, near the river. And then it's complete thick undergrowth. So now I think I have to climb up this bank. At least it's just ferns though and no brambles, so that should be doable. Fun games. I never thought this little stroll before dinner would turn out to be such an epic. Wow, this stick that I liberated from a tree has become my best friend. I was able to pin back brambles with it and make my way through. That was crazy in there. It was just completely dense. There was no space at all. Well, this is going to be one of the most inaccessible places I've walked. And there's this enormous fly tip. It's like the contents of a house. That's a boiler, cookers, all sorts. How the hell did that get here? It must have come from a farm. Because look, down here, it's right on the edge of a really steep, deep gully. So this could be, you know, I don't know, this could be the end. I don't know what the hell I do here, actually. Well, after all of that, I'm turning around and going back because there was just no way onwards. There was that incredibly steep ravine, and that was kind of like a dead end, really. So now, but of course, because I was hacking my way through the undergrowth, up and down, all the rest of it, it's not a simple thing to retrace my footsteps. So, also, I've got about an hour of daylight. I don't really want to have to navigate this in the dark. If I can get to the river, I'll just walk along the river. But the river's a long way away, down as well, and it's completely dense by the riverbank. Slightly crazy. I suppose there's always the option of jumping in at the farmer's field at the top there, but that's not so easy to do, actually. That's not exactly the easy option. So, an unexpected adventure. Sometimes you just got to embrace it, you know. And I'm getting out the way I got in by just taking it steady, a few yards at a time, finding a little patch of footpath that's not too overgrown, and doing that. Instead of walking the woods I'm thinking of following this little brook. Where's even the field over there I could go into? I wonder where that goes. It is very cold and slippery. Well, I've come into a farmer's field now. But at least it's not so densely overgrown on this side, so I've got more options, I suppose. I've never been so happy to walk across a sheep field. I mean, this adventure may not be over yet. I might still have to get back in the river. But apparently there's a track on the other side of this thing, and that could take me up to the road. Alright, here's a little farm track that leads out of the sheep field. Well, I did get out of the farm track onto the road. Walked up past the farmhouse, came up the lane. It was just near the road. The dog came out after me, very friendly sheepdog. Then the farmer came out, and I thought he would be kind of a little bit sympathetic, but he wasn't. I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, mate, I got completely lost in that wood." He went, "Oh." I said, "What should I have done?" You know, curious as to what the correct way to have gone. He went, "Well, get a map next time. Go up that road and don't come back." I thought, wow, at the end of the day, mate, all I've done is walk up a track. It's a very strange attitude, that. Very strange. There you go. That, though, is a really beautiful lane. So I've just got to road walk it back to Fishguard now. I sometimes think the most challenging walks are the ones that reward you the most. And this has got beautiful views from this road up here, sunset. Incredible. Wow, that turned into a bit of an epic. I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned about, walking in that what can happen if you go off well, I didn't go off the footpath, that's it. I mean, the footpath just ends in the middle of nowhere, so quite what you're supposed to do in that situation, I don't really know. But what a wonderful experience. First walk of this holiday in Fishguard. And that's where I'm heading, down there. I climbed high up into that dark, deep wooded ridge. When I look at it now, I can't quite believe I got all the way up there. And when I've told people since, trying to work out what I should have done, no one can quite believe that I made it all the way through that wood. And this whole quay here at Lower Town Fishguard was used as the setting for Dylan Thomas's Under Milk Wood, the film version starring James Mason, Elizabeth Taylor, Peter O'Toole. This is where we're walking. We're going to walk around here, follow the marine path around that headland, and then above the harbour there's some Neolithic burial chambers. I think they're called Garn Wen, I think, I might be wrong. So that's our destination, or destination 1 today anyway. So this is where Moby Dick was filmed, starring Gregory Peck. This is the setting for Moby Dick. So this is the Garn Wen cromlech, or burial chamber, just above Fishguard harbour. It dates from somewhere between 4000 and 2500 BC, so up to 6,000 years old. And this is where the body and the grave goods would have been placed. An archaeologist I spoke to yesterday said that some of these bodies would have been carried from all the way across Europe, and they would have wanted to bury them at the most westerly point they could find, which is here, overlooking the sea. Here's a very old stone in the churchyard of St. Mary's, Fishguard. A guy in the fantastic kind of like camping supply shop over the road told us about it and said, you'll spot it. It sticks out. So this here, this carved in these shapes, is quite an ancient script called Ogham, which I believe originates from, or is mostly found in Ireland. And I think it dates from about 2,000 years ago. And then on one of the facing sides we have this Christian cross, which could have been carved here to mark this is a part of the pilgrimage route to St. David's, which is not that far away. And there's some sort of Celtic style script on this stone as well. See here. And then down here as well. Really magnificent, isn't it? The landscape of this Pembrokeshire coast is extraordinary. When you look at an Ordnance Survey map, it is just absolutely littered with burial chambers, stone circles, standing stones. It's one of the most sort of kind of storied and ancient landscapes in the British Isles.